And
It's erotic cakes.
hello, everyone. I don't know what just happened. Um,
Hi.
Sorry,
welcome
it's the
back to
donuts.
Severed Sons presents Rolling the Netherdeep, and we all want Jamie's donuts.
That's not a
I
euphemism.
Not a
I'm
euphemism.
sorry,
I
but
have
Oh,
donuts.
whoa, whoa,
I'm actually not a
Jamie's
fan of donuts.
donuts. Do, do.
Um,
There we go. One for me and none for you.
we are excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount and on Ank'Harel in Marquette. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master on Virtual Table. We have
Hey, everybody, this is Bill coming to you live from San Francisco in a hotel room.
All
Woo!
right.
And I'm playing Orgoth Skullcrusher, your half orc, half drow, all badass, unarmed battle master.
Woo.
Hey everyone, this is Jaden playing Lapis Frizzlewing, your local reborn wizard of smut, and I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Oh,
Did we have our question?
oh yeah, I forgot about the question because
Oh yeah.
I was drinking my smoothie. Orgoth, our question of the day is, what is Orgoth's earliest memory?
Oh, yeah. So, when I was really little, because it's an early memory, so of course I was really little, uh, I remember uh, these kind of like vague shapes and I think it must have been my mama and dad because I know that I think I was in a little box or a crib or something wherever I slept when I was little. I don't remember that much of it, but they're just over the top of me, looking down, and I remember uh, not like it must have been my father, like because he was kind of in the back. But I really remember distinctly, like my mama's face, and then a smell of flowers. I think of lavender, because she worked a lot with herbs, and that has always stayed in my memory a lot. And just feeling really safe. That's my earliest one.
I like that.
Hmm.
What's Lapis's earliest memory?
She remembers having a tiny bird in her hand. It was not moving, but then she remembers it moving. And
Hmm.
she remembers going to her mom to show her and just seeing fear and a lot of disappointment in her eyes. And that was her earliest memory.
We're getting some
Shit.
like hard hitting,
Yeah, that's
really
a
sad
weight.
ones.
I like that.
Folks, thank you for tuning in. This is Ross. I'm playing Wilvin Grandmane, your halfling ghostwise halfling bard in that order. And Wilvin's earliest memory. Oh yeah, well, I'm sure there was a memory at one point. Um, but I the only memories that I can be confident are surely mine. The earliest one I think is the manifestation of my sister's power, the day that she got her mark. Anything before that, I fear I may have made up.
Nice. Hey everyone, this is Jamie. I'm playing North Eladrin Rogue. Um, you know, when you're closing in on 200 years old, you realize that there's a lot that you forget and that there's memories that you have, but they don't have any context to them, right? You just remember something very punctually. You can remember the smells, remember the everything, but you don't know why or where it happened. And I just remember holding my father's hand at the market, and we had fresh pastries, and it was a beautiful day out, and the sun played in his hair, and there was the smell of fresh bread in the air, and that's about it.
Oh, everybody's like, okay, okay, this is all sad stuff. Good, great job, great job,
Yeah.
everyone. Um, Pollux's earliest memory is just darkness, darkness for a very, very long time, and
Oh
that's
no.
all I'm gonna say.
Woo!
Pollux, what are you?
Pollux? What an anomaly, man.
Yep.
He isn't a fae. We figured
Pollux
that
is a
out.
demigod or something like that.
Well, if anybody has anything we need to talk about before we get started, well, if everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Rolling in the Netherdeep, episode 33, Crossroads. So last time, let me scroll down to this. At the end of last time, Lapis stood watch over an unconscious Galsariad and an exhausted boyfriend who liked to talk in his sleep. And the rest of you attended the auction at Old Man Crux Bakery. Sean, a gnome dressed in the finery of the Vermilion Dream, won the bidding for a rudium short sword. As she left with the sword, Setsrak stole the weapon, diving into the canal to escape. North, you tried to follow as Orgoth and Wilvin, disguised as a gnome, distracted Ashan. Are you still in the gnome?
Oh God, I don't know where we're at right now. I don't remember
Okay.
where we ended. So
Got it.
I'll
Okay,
wait.
we'll come to that in a second.
Yeah.
You and Orgoth were distracting Ashan. Setsrak, somehow swimming at an inhuman pace and not needing air, escaped after passing the sword off to an unseen partner. And I think we left off with the sun. You were headed back to, like, you were trying to figure out what to do. And you were like either going to go back to the cool flame or
I
just...
think the other Ashan had left because Orgoth had been like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm not gonna exactly work for you or anything."
We went to look for the sword. We like went
Okay.
to see if we could find it because I
Got it,
remember
got it,
Wilvin against the building. He was
Got
upset.
it. Okay. So that's where we left
Right.
off.
I think we left it where we were looking out into that street when we realized that's where
Yes,
Sethric
yes.
had gone and like handed it off, and it was
Yeah.
just like a busy street in the early morning. As the dawn is creeping up over the building.
Okay.
We're like, ah.
Yeah. So what do you do? The streets are getting even more crowded as people are going to work.
Well, it's not going to get easier to find as the new day
No, it's
rises.
not. I'm gonna find this asshole and I'm gonna shove his purse so far up his ass he's gonna puke it out.
Do you know where he might be? I could be anywhere.
He could be anywhere. He's not gonna go back immediately to the first eclipse because that would be stupid of him. But also, when I went there the first time, he said something about me being either very courageous or very stupid because I didn't know how many of his guys were in that bar, so maybe he feels safe there as well. I wouldn't know. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Yeah, I can't imagine that this whole thing was spontaneous for him. He's surely gone to a place where he's going to lay low. He might be
can't
harder to
lay
find
low
than the sword
forever.
itself. It's true. But
Well,
if
then I'm sorry.
as he passed me, he didn't have the sword on him. I don't care about him. I'm looking for the sword.
Wilvin, you hear a chuckle in the back
Is your
of
dragon
your mind.
listening?
And now that hearing that chuckle, he'll kind of like crack his neck with irritation, like, mm-hmm.
Did it want a demonstration of what that sword can do?
As far as I know.
Well,
yes.
they just got one. Pisses people off, incites greed.
That could be pretty much anything, though, couldn't it? I mean,
In this case, I am very much ready to stab a bitch.
Every great treasure has that effect on people.
well, what do you want to do, North? I mean, he was your
Yeah, I know.
contact, friend, a date.
Friend
I don't know, a lot
friend
going
is
on there.
very I don't use that word lightly, so no.
Why
Date was for the evening for the date that never happened, so I guess no. Contact? Yes, he was my contact because that's the thing with me. I go towards things that I know. I know the underworld. I know that people have a better finger on the pulse of this city that I don't know, so I go for the people who know what's going on here. And there's never any honor among thieves except in the D&D movie. But
It's really good to see.
Uh,
But so here's my But wasn't he a part of the group that
Yes.
Galsariad was a part of too? Isn't
And you
that
know what
the
fucks me up is that Ashan was also part of this group, but he stole it from Ashan. So either he's going solo or he's got something else going on.
Or Ashan's bodyguard outside of the auction said that there was a new crime faction in town.
The
Someone
Veil,
trying
yes.
to. Is that who we're talking? Is that what
Maybe.
Galsariad's part of?
No. He was with the
or Safrak? Is
consortium
he a part of
and
it?
I don't know.
Well, I don't think that he's the top.
No, absolutely not.
So it begs the question, what's worth our time? Because chasing him down is going to be a lot of time, a lot of energy.
It's going to be a personal project.
And if the sword is still on the move, he grits through his teeth. He's like, I shudder to think if that ends up in the wrong hands.
And again, we can say that about any important treasure, right?
And he'll just keep that eye contact with North. Listen, I don't know necessarily what the right call is,
I don't either.
but I know what I have to do.
Sorry for making it harder on you.
No, I think that we all have our parts to play.
I don't think you made it harder, North. I think that, your jerk dragonborn contact made it harder. And
Yeah,
I
but I'm
don't,
the
I
one
don't
who-
know if I have the. Okay, fine. We all have brought in different people that have been either good or bad. That's not on you. That's on them. And we'll work together to figure it out. But I don't think we're going to figure it out standing here in the street.
I really need a nap. Today's
Plus,
been
I'm getting
rough.
pretty tired.
Mm-hmm.
And where the hell is Lapis?
Probably fucking her boyfriend.
Lapis, you are in the hallway, and you hear.
I was actually I wasn't in the hallway. Io took over,
Oh,
and
that's
I was
right.
just sitting next to Irvin.
That's right. You went inside. Okay.
Mhm.
And Irvin kind of snorts and kind of opens his eyes and looks at you.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hey,
There's room in this bed for you.
are you sure? Are you sure you didn't want to make room for Elise?
Who?
You tell me.
What are you talking about? Elise?
Oh, you just said in your dreams or whatever it is that you were doing, snoring up and saying goodnight, Elise, kiss the children for me. So I'm just wondering who that is.
I don't talk
They're,
in my sleep.
yeah, you do. So you want to tell me what that's all about?
I don't.
Is there something you're hiding from your past from me with that?
Why would I? I don't even know who Elise is. He gets kind of confrontational a little bit and kind of goes over and rolls out of bed, pulls his pants on, pulls his shirt on, opens the window, let the light in. And he's like, I don't know any Elise. What are you talking about? Lapis, what's wrong?
I told you exactly what happened. You were talking in your sleep. You say you don't know, but nobody knows when they're talking in their sleep. Come on. But you were talking in your sleep and you said, good night, Elise, kiss the children for me. So I just want to know, who's that?
He honestly, make an insight check. He is thinking, trying to remember any dreams he may have had.
Insight check?
Yeah.
That is a 23.
He said, Lapis, I don't know any Elise. I promise you. I mean, I wish I did. That way, I could be honest about telling you who she is, because I don't know who she is. I don't know who. But children, I don't have any kids. I'm 20.
All right. All right. All right. Well,
I mean, I maybe you misheard. Maybe you misheard me. Maybe I was talking.
I don't think so.
Maybe it was talking about like I had a. I remember back in the clan, I had a. My mother had a cat. This is before I ran away. Named Alice. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Well, until you do know, talk to me later, because I'm not gonna stand in this room for any longer.
He's
So
like
you have a
uh,
good morning, and I will see you later.
Lapis, and you just walk out, and
Hmm.
he's just standing there stammering.
And I'm gonna go back to the cool flame.
Okay. North Wilven and Orgoth. What are you doing? Where are you going?
I go night night.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we could all have a
Yeah.
sit and just gather our thoughts for a second.
Okay. Um, Lapis and one of the three of you, I'd like you to roll a 20-sided die and tell me what the natural roll is.
North.
Okay.
4.
9.
Okay, it's close enough. Um, Lapis, you get there first. And you're heading up the stairs to your room. And you hear the door open behind you. And you hear North and Wilvin and Orgoth come in, and you hear the bird from its cage go, "Bitch!"
Asshole.
Can we spot Lapis?
And you see Lapis at the top of the stairs.
Oi!
Oh, hey, there you
Oh!
are.
Well, then you're back.
As are you.
Yeah, I had a good time last night. Not the end, but I had a good time.
Lucky.
Oh, we did not have a good time last night.
Oh,
Here for a good time, not for a long time.
Oh no, not a good. We did not have a.
and
He
Lapis is
remembered it
gonna go
though.
downstairs and head over towards Wilvin specifically. And she reaches into her little pouch, takes out his hat, and just like puts it on top of him.
He'll give a big, just a sigh. He'll nod and say, "Appreciate that," and he'll fix it the way he likes it. Give it a little around under his head, and he'll say, "Are you in a place to talk right now, or should we rest first?"
Oh, I rested last night. What's up? Do you guys need sleep?
I mean, I will, but we could stay up and talk first.
I need to knock myself out, I guess.
Check clocking north. He'll say, "Yeah, why don't we meet you in a few hours? We might have a lie down just to
Yeah,
make sure
Okay,
we're
but
coming
wait.
at this with clear thoughts."
Yeah.
Wait, first up, but we are going to be here in a few hours, right? Because that's kind of been the problem. So
Oh yeah,
if
no.
we go sleep, then we'll all still be here when we wake up.
Moment
Going
across his heart.
anywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll stay here with the bird.
Bird.
As the three of us, I assume, if they're heading up as well.
Yeah.
As we're heading to our rooms, Wilbin would lag just a little.
Okay.
And once they get a certain amount ahead of him, and they go to their rooms, he would go back downstairs alone.
Okay. Do you want to be
Lapis.
stealthy about that, or?
Not necessarily. It's not a hide thing. It's just it's like almost as if he changes his mind and
Okay.
doesn't say anything.
Got it. Okay.
So he'll go back down to Lapis, and he'll just say, "I'm not very tired."
Oh. You good?
Well, I've been hoping to talk to you, as a matter of fact, for a couple days now.
For what?
You got my note, right?
Yeah, I did.
And he'll just lift up his sleeve and show the mark on his wrist.
Describe the mark again. What does it look like?
Yeah, it's as if a spiral, but as a triangle. So a spiraling triangle in toward the middle, and then 3 dots on either side of the upward angles. So 6 dots total. And he'll say, "Is that familiar to you?"
Yeah, let me look at that.
So
Closer.
Ross, I've already talked to Jaden about this
Really?
already. So I've already
Oh,
I've already
wow.
fed the information. We've had the rolls. So
Ooh,
go ahead.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I knew this was going to happen.
So definitely a dragon mark, sort of, but something's kind of off here.
He's trained on you, like he's hungry for anything. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been around a dragon before in my life, and I know some of these runes, but this right here, it kind of has a little bit of. It looks like it's being held together, not like a normal dragon mark.
All right.
It's like there's some type of. It's like a magical contract. But
With that, his eyes, he goes into like,
abjuration magic?
a contract.
Usually these types of marks are used in like mating rituals and to mark a dragon servant, but it doesn't look like an actual dragon one. It's hard for me to explain.
Well, that's all right. It's the same mark that plagued my sister for many years. And I know it to be prevalent in my clan as far back as the clan has any history.
Can I look a little bit closer?
And he'll scoot his seat over. He'll do like a hop, because I'm sure his feet don't reach the ground, but he's willing, absolutely, and gives it closer.
She looks and inspects it a lot harder and just shakes her head a little bit, and there's little runes of infernal in here.
Why infernal? Wouldn't it be draconic?
Well, it would be draconic if it was a dragon. If this thing is saying it's a dragon, bitch is lying.
And Wilvin, he like thinks back, his eyes start like darting around. He says, "No, it never called itself one. That's just what I've been assuming. That's what it looked. That's what it looks like. I never."
Wait, you can talk to it right now?
You look over the window and suddenly you see this well-dressed man with a dragon head just walk by the window. Kind of looks, meets eyes with you. He just keeps walking.
I can talk to it whenever it chooses to be around. Whether it talks back is completely up to it, of course.
So it looks like a dragon, but it isn't. I'm going to guess demon? Fiend? Definitely no dragon.
All right. Well, and he leans in really close and he says, "My memory serves me that I know my sister had dealings with it. She would do its bidding. She would do whatever it said, and in return, it would give her clues. And these clues and these hints and these suggestions, they were all..." And he gets even closer because he's so afraid of it hearing him. And he says, I don't know its name.
Oh.
And I think if I find out, that I could be free.
Yeah, names tend to be very powerful.
And so we're on the trail of something right now that I think could give me another clue, but the longer this thing is with me, the more of a danger I am.
Not something you can control.
I don't know what's within my control at this point. It's given me abilities that uh, I have, and he looks at his hands. For the most part, under wraps. And he looks at the hand with the mark. He says, "This one, it'll it'll transform something fierce." And I've been able to keep that from everyone else so far, but it scares me, Lapis. I don't. I hate carrying this. It's not a burden just for me. It's a burden for all of us. I can't. And he gets kind of ashamed. He's like, I can't speak telepathically the way I can't use my ghostwise speech the way I used to. That's all I had left. My clan. It's it's taken everything from me.
I mean, I can attempt to help. I can give me
No,
time. I can read Infernal. I could probably take time to read the runes.
I I appreciate. And he kind of like scratches his eyes. He says, I appreciate what you've done so far. That's not. I don't I don't want to add this to your plate. I know you've got enough. I know that you've got your own journey here, and this one's mine. And I just
Hey, 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 you're helping me with my journey. I mean, whenever you're around. And honestly, eh, between you and me, I kind of sort of know what it feels like to be underneath someone's control. And I don't want that for a lot of people.
well, you've given me great comfort. Uh, that's the least I can say. He's got like a choke in his throat. He says, he meets your eyes. Says, "Thank you. This has a lot more to do with my clan than I think I realize. And just until this conversation, you're right. I felt very alone. So thanks."
No problem, bud.
And he'll kind of like do that like pound on the table where he like wants to say more but doesn't have the words, and he'll just hop down from his stool and walk upstairs to his room.
Get some good rest, dude. You got this.
Hand up to wave without looking back, and as he goes up.
Okay, so you head off to bed. Um, Orgoth, I'd like you to make a charisma saving throw. You're muted.
Since I am virtual, I get to use D&D Beyond, which has done me dirty by rolling a 2. So that would be a 4 total.
Okay. Um, you dream of this vast cavern, and the cavern is glowing, like the roof is glowing red hot, and you're just on your back, like mushrooms and large like stalagmites, no, yeah, sticking up out of the ground. And
Mites,
tights, yes,
yeah, you're right.
yeah, and
We gotta get that fixed.
and you're looking up, and you see this red dot just kind of appear in the ceiling, and the ground begins to rumble, and you look down, and you're wearing this armor, and you see this glorious breastplate with designs all over it, gold inlay, this badge on your left shoulder, just like all sorts of ribbons attached to it. And suddenly, it, and suddenly, a spear tip comes through the roof. This giant, almost like the size of a house, sharp, like blinding light coming through as the sun from above or some sort of energy just starts kind of enveloping the room. And you look around and you see this entire drow city around you. People screaming for their lives. And you sit up and and the spear is coming right toward you, right toward you. And it hits your breastplate. And you see this giant face of this orc growling through the hole that it's made in the ceiling of this cavern. Is growling at you and looking at you and says, "Oh, you are mine, little one," and rams that. You wake up with a start as the spear gets rammed into your chest.
And I'm grasping up for the spear.
Mm-hmm.
And oh,
You look over and Parker is sitting there on the bed table, kind of looking at you.
And did the armor look like
Mm-hmm.
Loth's armor?
Yeah.
What was that? Was that her? I don't think that was her. He's talking to Parker. I don't know. It was an orc with a spear, I think it was.
Silence from Parker. Parker kind of climbs onto your shoulder and he puts his fuzzy body up against your neck.
I think just almost instinctively, he just reaches up and kind of scritches Parker's like, I felt like I was there and I was wearing the armor of the chosen, but then it wasn't Loth. It was no. But it couldn't be. He just kind of goes into his thoughts as about maybe what he saw. And probably at some point passes back out due to exhaustion, but not because he's trying to sleep.
Right. Lapis, what do you do while everybody is asleep?
Probably just downstairs reading one of her books and just looking or like watching the bird every so often because she likes animals, and Ashes is also watching the bird but for other reasons, aka wants to eat it.
The bird looks at Ashes and is like, dead? Dead. 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 Dead.
He's got you on that, Ashes.
Yep. And about mid-morning, there is this halfling that comes in, and he's got a little like jaunty little like newsboy ball cap. Comes in. He's got a little black, like wearing white with a black vest. Comes in. He's like, delivery for. He's got his hand behind his back. Delivery for Lapis Prismawing. Delivery.
Yeah, that's me.
And he pulls from behind his back this big bouquet of black roses and comes over to you. And there's a note in it. He's like, here you go, Miss Prismawing.
I take it.
He's waiting there. Here you go.
Yep, scram. I got it. You can leave.
And he looks very sad and leaves. So, like cheapskate.
Give him a stick of gum.
Go work on your Cockney accent.
I'm not gonna go there. I can't do a Cockney. There we go, Governor. Okay.
That was good.
That was actually good. Yeah.
That was it.
That's all
Man.
I can say.
Now give the man some tip.
Just a little bit of the Josh. Just a little bit in my palm. Across my palm.
Yes.
The note says, I'm sorry about this morning. Can we talk at some point? I'll come by tonight and see if you're there.
She's gonna kind of roll her eyes and puts like the note down as well as the flowers, and just like she puts the flowers like on the other side of the table that she's on. She's not gonna deal with his shit right now.
Okay.
And instead she's just gonna get up and head over towards the bird.
Okay. And the bird kind of lowers its eyes and looks at you. The colors kind of like ripple, and they start rippling black and white. Across its back. Dead?
What fucking bird are you?
Dead.
Yeah?
Dead. Name?
Lapis.
Bird. Ember.
And Ember.
Ember.
Nice to meet you, Ember. What kind of bird are you?
Bird.
Bird. What kind of bird is it? It's not a parrot.
It kind of looks like a parrot, but it's because it's like this rippling magical color is kind of just going all the way down its body, and it has this incredibly long tail feather. Like just goes really, really far. In fact, like what's sitting in the cage and the feather kind of sticks out a little bit. There's a sign that Sky has written above the cage that says, "Don't touch the cage."
I'm gonna touch the cage.
Nothing happens. The bird's like, bird? Bird?
I feel like you're gonna get fat from all the treats that you've been given.
Bird?
One day it's a parrot, the other day it's a chicken.
We'll have to have a guest star in there for that. So that episode.
But yeah, she's just gonna wait for her group.
Okay, so you all wake up and have the long rest, and you are all level 9 now? It's 9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Wow. Wait.
Efficiency going up.
Have we passed the Frostmaiden group? Aren't they level 8 still?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go battle royale. Come on.
Trigger,
let's
yeah,
put
we
them
could do that. We
Yeah,
could totally do that.
Okay,
I'm
fine. What did
totally
I
down.
do?
The triggers
Can't
are because it's all story-based triggers. So,
Mhm, mhm.
so Lapis, you're sitting there, and there's a few people here, but it's in the middle of the early afternoon, so there's not really that busy yet. And you see, North come down first.
Brunch, I guess.
Sky, who comes in from the kitchen, is like, "What do you want, North?"
What? Just something light, please.
And she goes and here's your mom left a note for me to give to you.
Oh, okay, thanks. I'm gonna look it out.
We've rented a villa at this address. Please come by, bring your friends if you just need to get away in somewhere private and safe. It's on one of the canals. There is a beach.
Oh! I'm keeping this note.
Okay.
I want to go to the beach. I need a beach day.
And I love you. And not Hamoen. Vonadriel. No, what your name's Vonadriel, right?
Vondriel, yeah?
Vondriel, yes, Vondriel. I love you, Vondriel. If you need anything, let me know. Love, Mom.
Mom, I need a man dead.
Mommy, need a favor.
Mom, can you drag me a man in chains on his knees?
Can you become a Karen for just 1 second, please?
And the next person who comes down is Orgoth, actually.
Orgoth comes downstairs. He looks like he's slept, but not well. And he has a big box with him. And he's like, Sky, could I get something light? Just maybe like a cold meat plate with some cheese and maybe 2 hard-boiled eggs and an ale. Just a light thing.
Something
Tonight.
light, you say?
Yep. Oh, hey, North Lapis. Yeah. I had a rough night. I
Um,
can't. I'm not that hungry.
Probably here was just like a yogurt with some granola in there and some fruit. Like what?
Sky brings out like a little egg white, kind of little frou with some fruit for North, little light thing, and some water. Actually puts a pitcher, assumes that you all were really drunk last night, and just like puts a pitcher of water on the table. And Wilvin is the last to come down.
Wilvin comes down. He's as he's on his way down, he's putting his daggers are the last thing he's adding to his belt. He comes to order some toast and just joins the crew silently.
You see, you actually see, because middle of the afternoon, it's usually like dead right now, and it's like you just hear people in the back cooking, and you see Sky get one of those cool little like campfire. You put the bread slices into it and hold it over the fire, and she goes to the fireplace that's in the all the burners are full. I just want to make sure you all get your toast, and goes and toasts the bread over the fire.
Wilvin will give her an extra silver piece tip for that one.
Okay.
Well, Wilvin, I know you're not interested in that, but to the others, I still have another note from the ambassador that says that she left this place. She went to rent a beach house or something. So if we want to go get some R&R, there's a beach.
Maybe I could bring my new zombie buddy with me.
What?
You have
Did
a
we
zombie
get-
buddy?
Yeah, he attacked me. Said something about a guy named Avandril or something. Looks
What?
over at North. I'm gonna guess that's you. Said that you were asking too many questions and he attacked me.
Oh, maybe they were sent by
Oh,
Professor Whist or something. I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that.
so yeah, when Prolix, right, got falsely accused, we tried to find out. When we did, we found out how it actually happened.
I
and,
think I got a little too
and-
curious, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't realize what happened. That was pretty dumb to send a zombie after you, though. That's
Yeah,
not very smart.
Absolutely stupid.
Well, he was alive. Now he's a zombie.
Oh.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We got attacked by the actual like perpetrator of the crimes,
Professor
with the
herself.
fireballs and stuff.
Yep. She brought out the big guns.
Yeah,
But look
But you
who's
were there. You
probably
were in the
jail.
court, right? You saw when everything worked out okay.
I heard the explosion. Didn't check it out, but I was in the courtroom. Yeah. Which, by the way, I ended up getting a private audience with Jamon.
Huh.
He's
Regarding
like,
what?
Oh,
concerning,
Heard there's some like hot shit in this city, right?
they kind of are like the top dog of the city.
Yeah.
He owns this place, I guess.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I talked to him about the rudium crystal stuff that's going
Talk
down
to
around.
them about the rudium.
Yeah, I wanted him,
sh-
them. Yeah, I wanted them to know about what the fuck was going on with that.
did they know about
Good
it already,
thing.
or was that news?
And that was news. I don't think anyone was
Ooh.
telling them anything about what that crystal shit was doing.
Pretty sure they have a lot on their plate, though. I mean,
Mm,
leader of a
considering-
city state is just like,
Yeah, but it's also a thing that you should maybe tell them about it, saying, you know,
Yeah.
hey, this thing is kind of killing your people. Wanna use it?
scientists.
Is
Yeah.
this someone we can trust to take care of it or to even look into it at all?
Well, they're gonna attempt to look into it, but odds are they'll probably ask for help, at least
Pretty
from
sure
me.
they do have like some people within ears to the ground or something.
Yeah, he said he has friends.
Of course they
Mm.
do.
In my experience, politicians tend to weaponize this kind of thing.
I don't
Well.
think it Well, at least from my point of view, I don't think he wanted to weaponize it. They were very concerned about it.
Well, let's hope he's on our side then.
Motherfucker thought that I was working for a dragon.
Are you?
No, I don't work
Okay.
for anybody.
Oh, so it seems like there's like a lot of dragon stuff because did Wilvin talk? Wilvin's got a thing about dragons. He told North and I. I don't know if he said anything.
We spoke last
Yeah.
night.
Okay, so you're
you don't out your friends like that. Check in with them first.
It's all right.
Oh,
It's,
I'm sorry. I didn't.
uh,
Oh, was that
this
wrong?
is,
I'm
this
sorry.
is everyone's business. I assure you. This is not something I'm trying to keep secret. He looks over his shoulder. He says, "I'm just trying to do it all with as much privacy as possible." And he looks over the other shoulder and looks at the windows. He's very, very paranoid this morning.
Understandable.
Well, North, I thought we all were. I mean, I know we're not all. I guess we're not all friends, but I thought we all at least were connected. I didn't. I'm sorry, Wilvin, if I said something I shouldn't have to hear.
You're
I
fine.
mean, we all
I wouldn't.
we all have secrets. I'm pretty sure still.
Yeah, I don't. Well, maybe you guys do. I don't think like I do, but okay.
Yeah, I get the feeling Orgoth's kind of an open book.
Yeah, but you know what? Speaking of opening books, Lapis, since you just mentioned
Speaking
that,
of that, Lapis, yes.
can I just want to say a thing, and then I'm going to forget about it.
Whose
Okay.
side are you on?
But I didn't. Well, that's not what I was going to say. I was just going to say I didn't think that was very funny or very good, and I would appreciate it if you didn't do that kind of thing like you did with the book again.
Well, I will say, I knew that something was going to happen. I didn't think it would be that much. And honestly, if it was done by more nimbler hands, they would have gotten maybe a tiny shock at best.
I don't believe that.
You don't have to believe it.
Because I've seen you back in Betrayer's Rise being ready to start a fight that could have very much killed someone in our team over your own needs. So I don't believe that.
Like I said, you don't have to believe me.
Good. I just hope that you do not turn around and decide to do your own thing at some point when we're in deep shit.
All right.
Great. Now that we've got all that out of our system, we've got to make a plan.
I'm looking at North, and I don't know if it's out of their system, but I'm glad
It's
we're
not.
talking about it. Because if we don't talk about it, we can't try to figure it out.
Great. And then we need to talk about it because tension leads to distrust.
Oh,
And
it's
so-
already there. She's already told me plenty of times that she doesn't trust me, so the feeling's mutual.
Mm.
So why don't you trust each other? I trust both of you.
You have blatant disregard for life.
Yeah, I wonder why.
The issue is we're all alive here, and we're all pretty much, I believe, enjoying that. So, I don't know, like, that book could have killed a lesser man.
Yeah, and I trusted you guys to not be lesser men.
I don't know. No. That's not the issue there. It is the fact that it did cause damage either way.
So if it was a tiny shock, you would also,
Yeah,
make
like
it this big of a
fucking-
deal.
Like, fuck, jeez. Yeah.
Is it? So
Tell
let
me
me
that
ask.
there's a risk.
Okay,
Tell
yeah,
me that
that's what I
there's
was
a
going to
risk,
say.
and I'm gonna take it into account, but don't tell me that there's a risk, and that's something else entirely.
I just said it was fine.
Was it?
But
though?
it, yeah.
I mean, you guys are here. You're fine.
That's not the point.
Sky comes over and refills the glass of water, the pitcher of water, and basically just like, hi, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt here. And she gives the rest of the food out to Wilvin and
Thank you.
Orgoth. Actually gives Orgoth extra helpings. And
Oh,
like, Lapis,
oh yeah. That's,
Do you need anything? North, do you need anything?
Yeah, I'm good.
Maybe actually coffee. Coffee would be nice.
Coffee? I'll bring some. And you hear like a hand grinder as beans get ground.
Oh.
hey Sky,
Mm.
how much business does the Cool Flame do at this time of day usually?
Not very much at all. It's usually like there's a little lunch rush. It's not really known for its.
Okay. So if I give you a gold, could you just put the private party sign on the door for an hour?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
And
So I'm gonna give Sky a gold
okay,
so we don't get interrupted.
puts a private party sign and locks the door.
Morgoth, how did you feel when that happened? Not physically, but emotionally?
Um, well, surprised first because I didn't know it was gonna happen. Uh, and then angry, and then I started to get really angry. But that's kind of been happening.
Yeah, I noticed that when
Um,
that happened, your eyes were turning darker, and the symbol on your armor grew darker.
You did have a bit of a tattoo change at some point too when you were talking to me.
what do you mean?
It grew
What do you mean
legs.
tattoo change?
Like a spider.
Oh,
I didn't want to alarm you, but now that we're putting things out in the open.
yeah, that's I didn't do that. But the tattoo's magic, and usually I control it and tell it what I want it to look like. But
You didn't tell it that.
maybe no. I didn't tell it that.
Maybe your subconscious did.
Maybe the angry part feels different though.
What do you
But
mean
that's why I
different?
didn't. Well, I'm starting to kind of understand when it's something that has to do with the armor. So when he looks around like when it's Loth, I kind of get that it's from the armor, but yeah, the angry part is something else. And I had another dream last night.
Oh yeah.
Where I was on my back in a big cave with mushrooms and stalagmites, and then in the ceiling, it was hot and it burning, and then a hole opened up, and a giant spear came down, and then I saw the huge face of an orc, kind of in the shadows, saying "You're mine," and then the spear, and I woke up, but I only know of one a giant orc with a spear, and that's it's Grumsh. So I don't know what that's about.
Be that maybe the last champion got killed by someone from Grumsh?
Well, I know that, but the city that where Elixion is, right? He defended it against Grumsh, so maybe it's tied to that as well. Maybe I was me, but not me, but Elixion, but it didn't feel like Elixion. It felt like maybe me. It's really confusing.
Do you still have that book?
Yeah, I do.
Would you let me have a chance at it?
Okay. Is it
Because that's not
Lapis?
one
Is it
now.
still got
That's
a charge on it?
I don't
Or
know.
did I?
That's
Well, maybe
because that's
Lapis
not
could
just
look.
one. That's two now. That's got a mark on you.
Okay.
And now that we know what it does,
Do you want me to double check to see if it actually has any more charges left?
if you feel so inclined, yes,
Let me look.
please.
Make an
Arcana check?
Arcana check. Yes.
That is a 19.
The magic has been discharged. The rune that was there, the glyph, is no longer present.
No, it's still there. I'm just kidding. No, it's actually gone.
Why do you always take things so lightly? Fucking hell. I'm going to attempt to open it.
Cross my not heart being there. It's gone.
Oh,
so
that's why
Wilbur,
you're
this is
like
a-
that.
This is a book that we borrowed from a library it's supposed to be about betrayer gods and stuff. And I'm trying to figure out what's happening. So,
And this is just a little
Oh.
bitty kind of like, you know, like those diaries that have the actual like tiny padlock on it. Only this
Mhm.
padlock is well.
Yeah,
made.
usually you just use a freaking like
It's paper
paper clip.
Yeah.
It's one of those girl diaries where you just say your secret password on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to open it.
Okay.
Thieves'
Sleight of-
tools.
Yep. Sleight of hand, thieves' tools, kit, proficiency.
Same difference.
Yep.
That's a 5, but that brings me to 18.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
That's a lot. Okay. You kind of like you get it, and you have to readjust for a second, and then you hear a definite click, and like the loop pops out.
The loop pops out. I'm not opening it, but I'm pushing it back like it's open. Still think it's cursed, but
okay. Well,
if you want to have some light reading tonight,
yeah, I'll read it later. I don't think it's a good use of all our time for me to read it, but thank you, Lapis. Thank you, North. Thank you. Look at the great things we can do when we work together.
By the way,
Nora
Wilvin,
puts the book back.
do you mind if you copy or if I can copy those symbols on your mark?
He'll roll up his sleeve and slam it on the table. Say, whatever you got to do.
And I'm gonna attempt to copy it so I can.
Yeah, make another Arcana check.
That is a 24.
You watch as Lapis draws out, and she's drawing a lot more lines. Like when you left the note for
Mhm.
them when you left first time,
Mhm.
the with just a spiral,
Yeah.
you can see all of these extra additives that make it look kind of like a weird kind of maze and like lines crossing over. And you look down, and you can see them that they're there in the spiral on your skin, but they're
Mhm.
like flesh colored.
Says, how did I not see that before?
And so
Well, that's
you've
not
got
how.
you've got a
That's
very
not even how I
accurate
see it. Wow.
you have a very accurate drawing, Lapis.
Okay. All right. I am going to research that another time for you.
I appreciate it. I really do. And listen, I don't feel that I have the right to go playing any sort of therapist. Me not being here as long as I haven't been. But I just want to draw everyone's attention to the others that we've been seeing here and there, Io and Dermot and all them. And when we first met them, not one of them could fully vouch for Galsariad. Yeah? They tried to. Galsariad took advantage of that. Took advantage of their misplaced trust and turned on them and us.
are you telling us to not trust each other?
That's not what I'm saying. what I'm saying is that, and he takes a breath and says, I don't want us to go that direction. I don't want to see us end up like them. Now, when I look at us and I look around this table, I don't see a Galsariad. As much as others might, and he'll look at North and Lapis, and he says, I've got a good eye for that kind of thing. And maybe I'm wrong. Every single one of us could be wrong. Orgoth could have some secret, nefarious, God knows what, that he'll turn on us at any moment.
We know
Is
he's
that-
the ultimate evil.
Is that not possible, Orgoth? And he looks up at him.
I don't think so.
And I don't either. Now, that's all I've got to go on, is my heart and my gut. They usually don't steer me wrong, though I've been wrong before. But we've taken to calling ourselves the favored few, yeah? And yet we insist on continually making it fewer. And, it's bound to happen. I think that all of us have our roles to play, and he'll look at North. I think that every step forward and every step back is part of it. I think that fate has a lot of its hand in what we're doing right now. But I struggle with this, not knowing what any single moment is going to bring us. I'm not a spontaneous person, I'll admit that, but I struggle when we don't have a plan. And I don't remember the last time we had a plan.
Was it when we ran away from the orcs in Bazozan? Was it a plan? It was a spur of the moment thing, kind of.
Well, we did put a plan. We've done some plans. We did a lot of plans in Betrayer's Rise. We planned on how to get away from the rock, and get past those guards, and that worked really good. And
they were kind of spur of the moment, though.
And that's not to say that you can't make a plan in a moment, but I agree with Orgoth. I think that everyone being on a separate page, I can't read that book. I can't follow that story.
I mean, one thing I have learned from everybody here is that everyone is on a separate journey. We were on separate journeys before we came together, and that it's going to happen, and that people leave and people come back. I think I finally really understand all that. But at some point, we're together, and when we're together, whether it's two of us or three of us or all of us, we're always better than when we're not. And if we know people are going to go, and if we're a part of knowing that, maybe there's a way we could even help when we're not together. But all the way back in Chagall, when we left to go to Betrayer's Rise, each of you talked about big things you had to do, and we all said we would help each other. And I still want to help everybody. I hope everybody still wants to help everybody, whether we're together or not together.
I'm not sure there's a way anyone could tap out of this, even if they wanted to. Alexian appeared to us.
Yeah, he
Just
made a weird
us.
fucking choice.
As much as Galsariad wishes it was him. It was us.
Do we trust Alexian judgment, though? Because I don't. Really, he picked weirdly.
I don't know if I disagree.
Maybe he saw something in all of us together that we couldn't see because we're too close. Sometimes you have to be far away from something to see what it's like completely. And he reaches down when he says that and picks up the box. And he's like, Lapis,
Hmm?
I got this for you. Because I think that like remembering where we're from and connection and that being able to see things is really important. And this made I thought of that, and I thought of you, and I got you this.
Oh, okay. She grabs the box and just stares at it for a second.
How big is the box?
The box is maybe like 4 feet wide, 4 feet long by like 3 feet wide. It's big. It's like a big box.
Kind of light. Though.
And
yeah,
like maybe like 8 inches deep with a bow on it.
Is it a dead body?
You
No,
wish.
No, it's
Well,
it's not. It's not.
I have one upstairs. I don't need another one. I'll open it up.
And inside is a high-collared gown that is made from a deep purple fabric. And even as you look at it and take it out of the box, you can see that it's like slightly sparkles and swirls. And Orgoth says, they said that this is something called glamour weave that it's made from. And when you put the dress on it, I made sure that it has a high collar and the sleeves come all the way down and it's there. So, because I know you get worried about what you can see and can't see until you're all together.
Mm.
But when you're wearing it, you can, like every day, you can think about what the sky was like in your town. You've talked about your village, and on the dress, it will make the constellations of whatever night sky you're thinking of appear. So maybe that will help you to remember those things and stay connected to them and have a pretty thing to wear. I hope it's a style you like. I tried to find some out when you helped me go shopping for Question, but you were kind of elusive. So I just picked something I thought would look good on you. And since we're all in the campaign together, there's a D&D Beyond sheet for it, and you can. It's got a picture.
Yep.
Oh shoot!
Ooh, damn.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Bruh.
We'll post a picture of that.
All right.
Lavish just stares at the gown and she holds on to it for quite a while before looking over at Orgoth, and she smiles a little bit and looks over at the gown, then back at him and just goes, "You chose the wrong color for me, but come here." She hugs him.
What a bitch.
I was like, what?
That's really not my style.
Yeah,
Well,
he tried in his mind to get it to be as close as the color of what you normally wear, but yes, of course, it's not quite color.
But she hugs him. She hugs him and then just goes, I'll have to wear this on special occasions. This is something that I can't wear on a normal day-to-day basis. Not right now, but 100%.
Get picked out of the crowd right away.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's for something special. Maybe you and Irvin could go on a really special date or something. You could wear it or someplace nice.
Probably not anytime soon. No.
Well, I'm glad
let's
you
not
like
talk
it.
about him right now.
Okay, right.
And you look and you see like a bouquet of black roses that's on the table.
Just gonna.
Oh.
I'm just gonna grab the roses and I'm gonna toss them over inside the fireplace.
Woman will cough really loud and pat Orgoth's
let's
like his
Cold.
arm.
Oh,
Say,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
beautiful, Oregon.
Oh,
Yeah,
well done.
it's amazing. It's amazing. I will put this away. And I'm gonna go upstairs and put it inside probably my little satchel.
You open the door, and the man is still like sitting there in the chair where you left him, just glaring at you the entire time. You
Fucking
walk in.
weird.
Did you learn your lesson? Nod once if it's yes, nod twice if it's no. Did you learn your lesson?
He nods twice.
Okay, now who's your master right now?
You are.
Good boy. Okay, I'm going to allow you to walk on out of here, and are gonna just leave the city, and then I'll let my magic go, and you'll finally be at peace.
Thank you, my queen.
Good. All right, now go on out. Go on.
And
Do.
coming down the stairs is a dead person. His head is like slightly broken, like the neck is kind of lolling to one side. He just kind of like lurches out. And
He's wearing his cloak. Don't worry.
No buzz.
and goes out. And he goes out, unlocks the door, and goes out. 2 seconds later, you hear a scream. And-
Understandable. Have a day.
Yeah. That's something I'm not going to get used to anytime soon.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
What'd you guys hate?
That's always going to be kind of creepy.
What, the undead?
Well, unexpected. Undead. I don't think you're creepy, but you're kind of not. Anyway.
Well, you have a tendency of making us
I have a
face our
tendency to be creepy
mortality.
sometimes.
Being dead's not the worst. Come on.
I enjoy my time being alive.
Take your word for it.
But how'd your party go, you guys? You guys went to a party, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
No.
it didn't go good.
Some fucking asshole crashed an airship in the roof.
What?
Huge explosion. Big old fireball in the sky.
Have
You
to
saw
save
it? Were you
people.
there too, Wilson?
I caught the tail end of it, but yeah.
Wait, you were there? We didn't see you there.
I
Tail us from there?
I made an appearance.
Wilvin, did you set fire to the embassy?
No, I just saw you before you saw me, that's all.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we know that you don't like the Empire very much, Wilvin, but I don't think he would crash an airship into the embassy.
No, that ability is beyond me still.
Yeah.
But it was quite a sight.
Did your mama tell you like where the ship was from or anything north? Or was it just a random
well,
ship?
I did ask Mitchell. He did say it was the ship of someone from the embassy, from the
and it was
Cerberus
specifically
Assembly.
Cerberus Assembly. Yes, yes. Their
So-
name, and
Oh.
he would have known their name.
Yeah, he did. He did tell me the name. Yeah, he told.
Ravana.
I have it in my
Crux.
notes.
Cross.
Crux.
Crux. Crux. Crux.
Almost like old man Crux.
That's Kruk right there.
Oh.
K-R-U-U-K.
But
Oh,
because
there
the
we go.
bakery belonged to him, it was a Crux Bakery. So
Crux. Yeah.
Grammar.
So
What is English?
wait, so a Cerberus Assembly ship crashed in. I thought they were working together.
They
I thought
do work together, so I am suspecting foul play.
Oh. Oh, from what you have said,
They
both
have
you and
they
Wilvin,
have an office at the embassy. I don't get why they would crash their own ship in there. So there has to be had some kind of mutiny or something like that.
I mean, it sounds like they're not very good people. So maybe someone finally had enough.
Yeah, my issue is that my mom lives there.
No, I understand. No, I get it. Like there was a lot of innocent people. I'm not saying it was good. what happened. I'm just trying to figure out maybe why it happened.
The Service
I know.
Assembly and the Empire, they may look like they're working together, but there's been a rift between them for years.
Yeah,
That-
and
that
let's
was
just
my-
say that
That
Maybe
was my
this
role
is the
for a
straw.
long time.
Maybe
The
that's the
assem-
straw.
Mhm.
The last straw.
the assembly does tend to pull some strings in the dark behind the empires.
Mhm. Oh, but everyone was okay, and your family got out, and
Yeah, luckily, because if
Yeah.
anyone had died, I don't know what I would have done. Well, I kind of know. Not pretty.
but they're safe, and we don't know how that happened, but that was the party, Lapis. It didn't kind of happen because a ship crashed into it. So then we went to go try to find the sword, and then that it went bad too.
It went bad too.
I
'cause
heard
we
from
got the-
Io that
Yeah.
that dragonborn dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make myself a new leather jacket. It will be blue dragon scale.
Need help?
No, that's a personal quest.
Oh, that seems like a place you two could work really good together, though. I am going to say, like,
Well, if you want to, you could always skin him, and I could make his body like dance around in very
no,
obscene ways.
no, I want to do it my way.
All right,
Oh.
all right.
ooh,
I don't kill people. They live.
And that's where I come in.
Oh no.
Because even in death, their suffering doesn't end.
Oh no. I want them to stay alive for as long as I need them to. I'm gonna cut his balls off and feed them to him.
oh, that doesn't sound good at all. Remind me not to make anybody in this group angry, okay? Because it seems like that would be bad.
There's a knock at the door, the front door of the thing. It's the halfling who was here before.
Ayo, can't you read Private Party?
I've got a delivery for Miss Lapis Prismawing. I know she's here. I see her right there, and it's up. It's
Lapis,
a box with a ribbon on it.
got a delivery.
Please don't. I'm gonna go.
Did
over
he
and-
piss you off? Is he trying to apologize or something? Because like, there's roses. There's another delivery.
I don't know. Is this from Irvin?
It is
Oh my
from
God.
Irvin. Yes,
Is there a note anywhere in
there is
here?
a note. I went shopping for you. I hope you don't have these. And it's just a box with a little lid. You take the lid off, and there's some books inside. The books are entitled Bards of the Boudoir, The Halfling's Unbreakable Quarterstaff, I Lost Mine in Fandelver, Arcana Sutra, and the
Ooh.
Treant's Morning Wood.
Wait. The Arcana Sutra is absolutely brilliant.
Wow.
I love
Look at
that
the
one.
look at the glee on Ron's face. He's just been waiting.
I've
They
had
were
those.
all
I've
so
had
good.
those.
They were all
I
so
came up with
good.
those like a long time ago. So.
Oh my god.
Oh, brilliant.
Are you
She-
gonna dump these in the fire too? Because I want that one.
No, I'm gonna take these because I haven't read them yet. But that doesn't mean that I'm not pissed off at him still. He called out some other woman's name while he was asleep.
Ooh.
Woman goes into his
Even
tank.
I know that's a bad idea.
Big eyes.
Okay, so if we're making peace, do you want me to cut his balls off and feed them to him?
No, I'm gonna have him
Why do you
explain
jump to
himself
that
later.
immediately every time? There's other things you can do to somebody.
I will have him explain himself first, and then if it's not acceptable answer, then you can cut off his balls.
And feed them to him.
You can shove it up his ass.
Reverse feeding?
Yes.
Okay.
I think
Good idea.
Morgoth and Wilvin just like exchange a glance, like a pained glance. They're silent.
You know what? I think we can make this group work.
Whatever
Yeah.
works.
That reminds me, she's going to lift up part of her robe and she's just going to show off all leg. all of her actual fucking leg.
Which leg is it? We never
Hey!
really said which leg it was, but
it
could
was
be
the
which
left one.
left leg.
Don't
Hey,
show your
you got-
ankles, Lapis. That's obscene.
Hey,
I
you
got
got
it.
you got your leg back.
Oh yeah.
Where did you
Was
get
that
that?
the tingle? That was
That
the
was-
tingle before the party, right?
That
was
was
that
the
it?
tingle. Yeah.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
dumb.
Where was it?
That's something that I think I gotta talk to you guys about. I don't know how, but I think Rakan's relative has it because I attempted to kill her and she shifted.
Oh,
What do you mean shifted? Like moved?
Well, Rakan is a shifter and
so she
had
went a woo?
she basically went a woo, if you can say that. But no, that fur color on the ears and everything, very much the same. And some guy with red hair saved her.
Like a guy all dressed in red.
He had stringy red hair.
Cerberus Assembly.
Walcott.
Here we go.
Yep. I made a mistake when I said her name. It's Ravana Cross is what the name that
Cross. There we go. Ma'am
Yeah.
Cross.
Cross.
Wait, so you got it from, but you got it from the shifter,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got saved by a Cerberus assembly
Yeah.
When was that?
person, and
That
that was
was-
before the party,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because Walcott was invited to the party.
You saw him in the back of the backyard of the embassy, like as the carriage was pulling up.
We
I
did?
would've-
I think so.
I don't
Oh,
think
shit.
they did. They didn't because he was
No,
he was inside.
yeah.
He was
He
Yeah,
was
we
indoors.
never
okay.
saw him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we never
I'm
saw him
trying
at
to
the
remember.
party.
I'm trying to remember if he was outside.
But
or not.
my mom did tell me that he was on the invite list, though. So
Got
he
it.
was
Yes.
invited.
Yes. That was true. Yes.
I imagine Ravana would have been on the list as well. Most of
When?
the Cerberus assembly would have been, right?
When did you get that?
I'm not sure. I don't count the time.
Oh, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know
Was
what
it
time
before
though.
the party? Was it
I don't
it
know
daytime
when
or
was
nighttime?
when was your party time wise
Where did you get it then?
from her?
I didn't
He was
ask.
on
I
the
didn't ask
ground?
from whom. I asked
She was on the
where.
ground.
Yeah, that's precise.
Yeah.
You got your leg from Ravana,
Mhm.
who owned the ship.
The ship.
What ship?
Oh, one that crashed into the building where North's family lives.
She
Wilvin has
probably
made a
did.
connection.
I am
and
leaving this room right away.
leans back in his chair. Puts his
I
head
am
up.
out. Goodbye. I left.
Oh, North, wait, no, North.
Orgoff chases you north.
I'm going.
Wait, what
Do you,
happened?
do you go upstairs or do you leave the building?
I'm leaving the building.
Okay, because Orgon's gonna follow north.
Okay.
Well, then I'll stay
I
on
don't know
that
where
level.
I'm going, but I'm leaving the building.
Okay, I'm just
Did I say
following, and I'm
something
like,
wrong?
North. Like, North, stop. We don't know what happened. Stop.
Well, 1 + 1 = 2, right?
Yes. It does. What do you wait a minute. Do you think that
Yes.
That- maybe it happened after it already crashed? Maybe it happened before she was even there. We don't know. It happened on the ground, she said, not in the ship.
Well, if Madame Crux was coming in the ship, how do you think she got to the ground?
Well, maybe she got off before the ship landed. I don't know. There's a lot of ways it could happen. That's what we have to find out.
I don't trust you, North, my ass.
Well, I trust you, North. I'm just saying we have to find out what happened. So then we can do the stuff we have to do.
Yeah, we have to do stuff. Unfortunately, we have to do it together.
Let's go find out what happened. I know you're mad. I understand. And you're hurt. I do. I understand. But
Orgoth, my mom could have died.
I know.
And Orgoth will kind of put a hand on North's shoulder because he's not really sure.
Okay, don't.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Wilfred and Lapis, what do you do? Inside.
I don't really know what happened there.
Well, you say you got your leg from Ravana, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ravana's ship would not have been in the air without Ravana.
Oh, no, it would have. She had a whole crew there.
If I know Ravana, which, Ron, I do, right?
Make a history check.
With the Cerberus.
Mm-hmm.
That's, hold on, big math. 24.
Numbers.
24. Yeah, she's been around for a very, very long time.
So if I know Ravana, her ship wouldn't have been in the air without her. Now, can you truthfully look me in the eye and tell me that you weren't on that ship?
Oh, no, I 100% was on that ship, but I wasn't the reason why it crashed. I specifically only attacked her. And when she disappeared, her whole crew decided, fuck this. And for whatever reason, they just stopped manning the ship.
I believe you.
I did not attack any of her crewmates. I specifically only went after her.
And I believe that. I have no reason not to. But I think that the chain of events put North's family in grave danger. And while I respect that you've got a different relationship with death than the rest of us, when we're forced to come to terms with that face to face, I think that's the kind of reaction you're going to get. And he points at the door. I'm not saying it was your fault, and I wouldn't dream to imply that. But you might want to tell North what you told me. And if you could work in a little apology, it might help. It might help.
Well, if I worked in an apology, it'd be very insincere.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
And I would rather not give an insincere apology.
All right, and I'm not your dad. I wouldn't tell you what to do. But
it's not what the whole group thinks.
He'll kind of give her a weird look, like he doesn't get it. And so I just think that North is going through a lot with the reemerging of their mother, and I don't know. I think last night was a turning point for him. Just maybe be sensitive to it if you feel so inclined.
I will attempt.
That's all I ask. And really, then he puts his hand on the table and says, I appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not here to make waves for anything big. I just needed I just needed my leg, and honestly, if she would have just given it to me first thing, I don't think it would have came to this. But so you said you know her, right?
She's been with the Cerberus Assembly for quite some time.
Yeah. Do you know anything about a name change with her?
You do.
Looks to run.
You do.
Uh,
It used to be Crux, but she changed it to Cross. She actually, you heard stories that um, it was her mother's name, and she really, really hated her mother's last name, so that's why she changed it.
as a matter of fact, yes. I believe it was a slight change, but it was a change at some point. I don't believe I knew her before she was Cross. She wasn't always Cross.
Do you know what it was?
If memory serves, I believe it was Crux.
Ravana Crux, Rakan Crux. Yep.
You're putting something together?
Well, definitely is a niece or some sort of family for Rakan. I don't know why she's still alive, though.
She's been at the Service Assembly in Ruxitrum for decades.
She's hard to kill.
Wouldn't put it past that, but age-wise, she should have been dead long ago.
And Willen kind of cocks his head and just resists the urge to up and down Lapis with his eyes.
Pot calling the kettle black.
Hey, there's a reason why I'm dead. I mean, and still living, quote unquote.
I guarantee you Ravana's got hers.
Yeah, considering she had my leg. It kind of helps with keeping you alive.
It feels that all of our pasts have some sort of intertwining together, does it not?
Yeah, it's weird.
I think that's good to acknowledge those every once in a while. Might make that thread between us a little stronger.
Well, and if she was a part of the Cerberus Assembly, she'll probably be after my ass.
And mine. But she knows you're here. I don't think she knows I'm here. But do you plan on running into her again?
I don't plan on it unless she has another piece of me. But odds are she probably won't let this go. Especially, she might actually tell Rakan where I am now. And I'm not...
Go ahead.
I'm not at full strength yet to fight this guy.
I don't think Wilvin has been present for any Rakan conversations.
Wasn't there one at the very, very
There was
beginning
a
of the
very
campaign?
It's kind of it was almost a throwaway line that
Like
happened.
really early.
Yeah.
But Wilvin's
Wait.
he's not asking intentionally. He knows, everybody's got their somebody. But he says, well, if he comes looking for you.
Yeah,
might-
there was a talk about that in session 4.
Got it. So very early. If he comes looking for you, it might be in your best interest to be in good company.
Possibly, though. I'll talk to Jamon if I can next time. See if maybe he can keep them out of the city. Because if they're gonna come at any point, they're gonna have an army.
and I'm not sure we can stay here much longer.
Outside, North and Orgoth, what are you doing?
Look, do you want me to go back in? Then I could try to find out what really happened. But I understand about the family.
Honestly, Orgoth, I don't give a shit. I can't. If that's really what happened, I can't work with someone under these conditions.
Better find out if that's really what happened.
Well, then go. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm gonna go take a walk. Because I think I desperately need one right now. If you're looking for me, I think I might stop at that beach house.
Oh, can you tell me where
Maybe
it is?
drop
Then?
by, see how Prolix is going, and just like keep my head out of these things right now.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to give him the address.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna go take a walk. Maybe stop by the university, see how Prolix is going, and then yep.
Okay. You head that direction. You go back inside Orgoth. We got about 23 minutes left today, just so you know.
So North went for a walk. They're really upset because I think she's just made amends with their parents and their mother, especially, and people could have been killed when the ship crashed, and they're not sure what happened, and it was really painful, and they're really upset. So North said they were going to maybe check in on Prolix at the university, and then gave me the address of where their parents are staying. But Lapis did. I don't know what happened, and I don't know when you got your leg back. But I don't know. I think at some point you and North have to either fix things, or it's just I don't know.
I mean, I can tell you what happened. And you can tell them.
I think right now maybe that's all we can do until they can talk with you. But
That's nice of you, Orgoth, but I'm not sure that that's Orgoth's job, Lapis. I don't want to see him be put in the middle of it.
Well, I'm not going to go after them if they want to not talk to me, so I'll wait for them.
And that's fine. Again, not here to tell you what to do.
Oh, yeah.
But Orgoth, that's kind of you. But they got to fix this one on their own, I think. Come. Have a tankard.
North. You head to the university, and you go up to Prolix's office, and he's sitting there, like, really kind of like, just, he's got a big box on his desk, and he's just kind of leaning back, and he's got his kind of eyes closed, and he's like snoring a little bit.
That's your stuff you're getting back from your office? Or you leaving?
Oh no! Hi. Oh, sorry. I fell asleep. I didn't get any sleep while I was in the prison.
Did they give you a box to put your stuff in because you're going away?
Oh no! This is all for you. I was Headmaster Alakritos tasked me to put together a little package to give you for he's meeting with you all on Mearson, which is Monday. He's meeting with you all on Mearson to talk. He was going to reward you, but I have the box here. Do you want it now?
I'm here. Am I not?
Oh, here, take it. And it's a box, and you see some like a box of like potions and little like vials. You see. Let me actually pull up my thing real quick.
Get first pick. Hey. I mean, it's most Orgoth and I did the job, so I don't think we should share.
You look in. There's like he doesn't have. I know that Headmaster Alakritos has the money that he was going to give you, but here's some of the things. And inside are 3 greater healing potions.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna. Okay. Okay, 3 great healing.
1 potion of superior healing.
Ooh.
8 potions of water breathing for some reason.
I don't know what that's gonna be used for.
And there is a bottle called the Draught of the Black Owl.
Okay.
And there's also a sword. And it's more like it's not in a scabbard. And it's actually a spadroon. It's like a rapier, only it's got a wider, heavier blade. And you see like there's a sun symbol in the hilt.
I mean, Nargoth doesn't really use blades. Got any idea what that is?
I don't know. It was just in there.
Well, I guess I'm gonna keep that and
You touch it?
divide it between ourselves.
You touch it?
That's a question only a DM will ask, and it is terrifying.
Do you pick up the sword out of the box?
I pick up the cursed sword, Ron.
Oh, hi there.
What? My day was going very bad, and it is going even worse now.
I am
Thank you very
sorry
much.
about that. Who are you?
Who are you?
Why can you hear me? You can hear me.
I can hear you. Am I? Prolix is just staring.
Prolix is like, who are you talking to? Is anybody here? I don't know.
Prolix, did you give me a cursed sword?
I did. I did not give you a cursed sword.
You just said you did.
I'm lying. Yeah, I did not. I am not accursed. I am not accursed.
That's something a cursed sword would say.
My ex might call me accursed, however, but
Oh, I know a thing about that.
Oh, you have exes?
Duh.
My name is let's see if I get this right. Ophucus.
Okay.
And I was brought up from down below. And
Okay, you can go back down below.
No. Don't get rid of me. Don't get rid of me.
Why not? Give me one good reason, because like right now, anything that's come from down below has been pretty much shitty.
Because I am from the what did I say? I'm from the Shadowfell. And this is the key to unlocking me.
I'm gonna put it back in a box.
I can still talk to you, you know. And I can grant you powers that will help me. And I can help you.
Why do you think I need help?
I see the tears dried on your cheeks.
Shut the fuck up about that.
You need help. And I am happy to help.
You need help too, so
I do need
your
help.
help is not coming at no price.
Well, name your price.
What's your price?
You help me reunite with my ex.
Maybe they don't want to reunite.
They do.
Have you tried like having a talk with them?
They're down below.
And you can't go there by yourself because you're fucking sore.
I'm not sure where I am, but I have the emotions and expressions and the if I had eyes I could see all around me. But I'm basically a sword, yes.
Okay, that's nice of you to finally admit that. Okay.
What shirt are you wearing right now? Does it say Hex on it?
What?
You're shape.
No, it says hey.
Oh, I thought it said Hex. I'm like, oh my
It
god.
says, hey there, demons. It's me, your boy.
Ophiuchus says, you help me, and I will grant you power beyond your imagination.
You know, that would attract a greedy, power-hungry bastard.
I'm not greedy.
I could be.
I could work with that.
We'll talk.
Let's
about
talk
that.
then. Deal?
We'll talk.
I'll give you a little taste. And you kind of just feel this warmth kind of go over your body as you get one level in Hexblade Warlock.
Yeah.
Oh, damn!
I should have gone to the fucking beach house, man. Cool.
Where do you go after that, North?
I'm going to the fucking beach house.
Okay. Wilvin, Lapis, Orgoth, what do you do?
Look, I can't sit around here waiting for North all day. Knowing that that sword is out there, I've got to get my hands on it.
And suddenly time comes to a stop. As Orgoth is like his mouth kind of opens wide and stays open. And you see the dragon just open the door, come in, sit down next to Lapis, put his arm around Lapis, kind of like just dangling his fingers over her shoulder.
This is a new trick.
It's all in your mind. So you failed me, didn't you? I just wanted to see a little trick. I wanted to see what this red stone can do. But you
I
failed.
wouldn't say I've failed yet.
What are you going to do about it then?
You didn't tell me how to do it. You said get you a demonstration. That I'm doing it.
Well, go do it then.
Wilvin like grinds his teeth.
Last I heard, that sword was on its way out of the city. You better go after it.
All right, which direction then? You want it so badly? Help me.
It's not east. It's not west. I think it's south. You do this for me, I might give you a clue. Your sister was so much better at this game than you are.
Yeah, my sister was better than me in a lot of ways.
He gets up, goes to the door.
Oi!
Yeah.
There's no might about it. If I do this, you're going to give me a clue.
We'll see. It better be a good demonstration. I hold all the cards right now.
Wilvin, he just nods. He keeps his mouth shut, and he wants to say something, swallows it, and he says, then either help me or stop getting in my way.
Well, stop sitting around yakking your fucking mouth with your friends. He opens the door. Get to it then. Goes through, shuts it, and he just disappears. And suddenly Orgoth finishes his sentence.
I don't know how I can help you, but if we need to find the sword. Maybe
Wilvin,
we could.
very suddenly, his fists just pound on the table. And he says, I'm so sick of this. He says, I'm sorry. Just. And he like holds his hands, he starts wringing his fingers because he feels a power surge coming with his frustration, and his like arms feel like they're vibrating a little bit. And he says, I have to get it. I need it. It needs it. And I think I have to do it alone.
And you hear kind of like a ding, ding, ding in your head.
Well, if you're going to get something and you're going to leave without us, at least grab your armor that Kemsey made for you on your trip.
Thank you for handling that for me. And he'll take off the fucking target that and because he's had his jacket shut and he's been very good about it. And when he disguised himself, however long ago, he hid all of it, but like he finally rips that off and he says,
Bullseye! Sorry.
And he says, listen, I'll be back. Even if I fail, I'll be back. This isn't a hell or high water. I'm not going to go putting my life in danger for it. But I hope you understand. And he looks at Orgoth when he says that. He says, I think I'm the best equipped. I can keep myself hidden. I can keep myself disguised. And I think I can do it.
I believe in you, buddy.
So you're gonna go for the sword then?
Do you trust me to come back?
Yeah, I do. I know everyone comes back, but I got something in case this was gonna happen again.
What do you mean?
And Orgoth reaches down into his pouch and he says,
So I learned how to use these.
And he hands you a message stone. And he's like,
okay, if you need help or you just need to talk, I've got the other one. And if we have to, like, come help, well, then we can, and at least we'll know. And sometimes, it just helps to talk.
And he'll take it and feel the weight of it, and he'll put his hand, not for the arm grab, but he'll put his thumb up, for one of those, like not a handshake, somewhere in between.
Yeah.
And I say, thank you, Orgoth. You've been the best friend I've had in decades.
No. Okay, but just if you need help, call, okay? Or if you just want to talk, call.
And he'll look at Lapis and he'll say, keep your wits about you. Stay safe. And if you get a chance, maybe try to smooth it over with North.
Try. But you stay safe too.
I'll send North a message on my way out. I'm heading south, for
All
the
right.
record.
I'll let you
Okay.
know what I find.
Wilbin gives Orgoth another pat on the back as he, pat on the knee as he.
and Orgoth just reaches over and just gives you the biggest hug. Because it's just not gonna go with you giving him a pat and you're out. So he's got to give you the.
That's
big
great.
hug.
Then Wilvin will accept that. He'll have the air squeezed out of him a little bit. He's not as like big bear hug that he gave him last time, but he'll embrace him a little bit. And fix his hat and his new armor, and he'll walk out the door.
And as you walk out the door, suddenly, no matter where you are in the city, the four of you, suddenly this redness clouds your vision, and you see Elixion standing there. And he's in pain. And you see him fall down, like slowly, as if he's floating to his back. And suddenly these red darts kind of come out. And like you just see it, this reminds you of the veins, the throbbing veins in the sword that you saw just coming out and like embedding themselves into the wall as a webbing around him. And he's like, oh, they're just hurting me, destroying me. And the vision is gone.
Yeah, I never asked for this.
Lapis, did you see that?
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, everybody has headaches now.
Wilvin breaks out in a full sprint.
Okay. And that's where we're going to stop for the day. Great game. I'm going to do a check-in like live. How are y'all doing? Y'all doing good? That was
Doing
some
good.
tense RP. I'm going to give you all inspiration, but I don't know if you spent the last one I gave.
No,
No, I still have
I'm added to mine.
I've had no opportunity.
But I did give you a level. It actually is early.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a level. I got my multi-class. Woo!
Yeah, you did. That's hella cool.
Yeah.
No, today was wild, man.
Oh my god.
That
Wild.
was fun.
So much good RP. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, everyone. Anything we need to talk before we stop? Wilvin, Ross, you're going off to do a show. What show are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm going to be gone the next couple of weeks. I'm going to Georgia to do the Buddy Holly story. And I'm Buddy Holly, which I'm really excited about.
And if you're in Georgia, go to Legacy Theater, I believe.
Yeah, Legacy Theater. It's near Atlanta. It's in Tyrone, Georgia. So if you're in the area, hit me up and maybe we can meet. Who knows? But
God, I wish
don't know
I
where everybody
could.
lives, but that'd be cool, man. But I'll be in Georgia until May, but I hope not to be gone for that long. I'm just a few weeks for rehearsals. I should be taking a break.
Well, have fun. Have a good rehearsal. Let's
Thank
go
you.
around and do our wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill, at Bill Roper on Tweetar, and at Bill freaking Roper on the other not Tweetar places. And you can also catch me all over the place. I'm playing Star Wars over on the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. I'm doing some telling you all the things you shouldn't do as a GM and the things you should do just based on the amount of landmines I've fallen into over on Happy Jack's RPG Network. And personally, boy, what a tense episode, as we were talking about in our chats. Like we all came together just to blow up again. Man, whew, it's good stuff. And I just want to, again, thank everyone and very publicly thank you all for being like such an amazing, safe space for us to do this stuff.
It's important. It's so important to have that safe space when you're playing like this.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it really is. So, for anybody who's watching, or listening, and I think that's just like kind of a big message, like, always be in tune with everybody. Ron, thank you so much. Like live time checking in, the fact that we all check in with each other as we play, I think lets us do some, pretty cool storytelling, while also making sure that, when all is said and done, everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, this is Shaden. Lapis did nothing wrong.
Press X to doubt.
Awesome.
You can find me on Twitter. Don't find me though. Follow. Please be 18 plus. And other than that, you could always find us on the Discord because that's always fun. We're chatting a lot, talking about random shit. A lot of D&D going on back there, but also like a lot of like other things like video games. And Ross, I'm so happy that you got your Metroid in.
Yeah, that was a saga, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
That was.
Playing it and savoring every moment of it.
Yeah, and hope you guys have fun.
Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Ross, been playing Wilvin. You can find me on the socials at GriffRM. Like I said, I'm going to be in Georgia for a little bit. So, if you're in the area of Tyrone or Atlanta, come see the show. That would be awesome. Thank you, Ron, for taking all of my backstory stuff and working it out with Jaden. That it's becoming something that
Well,
the secrets, there are secrets from me still, and I like it that way.
The Suns
And
always make fun of me because you'll be like, I've been trying to find this information out. I say the information, and then you all make fun of me because then you repeat the information exactly the way I said it.
It's true. It's true. That does happen a lot. Whereas today, I really felt like where this is true collaborative storytelling, which is me as a theater person. That's my lifeblood. So kudos to everybody involved. I echo Bill. Thank you. And to the listeners, thank you for being here with us. Come join us on the Discord. I'm going to plug the Patreon because there's some cool stuff. There's some stuff from Wilvin's past, from Lapis's past, and much more to come. Orgoth and Wilvin have an episode. I'm sure North will have an episode soon on there, if not already, right? Not yet.
We need to do one. Figure out one.
God, we got so many things in the works. So come join us on Patreon. I'm pretty positive you won't regret it. But thank you all.
Hey everyone, this is Jamie. I've been playing North, the Ladron Rogue. And I just want to echo everyone, just say a big thanks. Honestly, last week's been kind of rough, but everyone's been there for me, and we've just made sure that all the safety tools were in place. And I can just I appreciate that so much because D&D is collaborative storytelling, but it's also a lot of communication at the table and off the table, and I just appreciate little check-ins in game just to make sure that everything was all right.
That's important. Yeah.
I'm also gonna plug in, when you go on the Severed Sons Twitter, you got the link tree there, and if you go in the link tree, you can find a link to our merch. And Ron, what are you wearing right now? Is it a Favored Few t-shirt?
Favored Few t-shirt with everybody on it.
That looks so good.
Yeah, it looks really good. I got a good color combination.
Yeah, that's a good shirt color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it on black, and it kind of we kind of lose Lapis a little bit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they printed it, and we have our big bald boy in there, but he had more than a bald spot. He had a little hole, but I sent an email, and they're making a new one right away, so I'm very excited to have it.
So now you have a
good customer service. So yeah, check that out. There might be more stuff coming in soon.
And my name is Ron Murphy, and I'm going to go home and read one of these books. I'm going to do a book, Transless in Elvenhome. Like Sleepless in Seattle, but Transless in Elvenhome. My name, you can find me on Twitter at Ronnie Keys RBDM. Follow us on Twitter at Severed Sons D&D. You can find a Severed Sons Rhyme and the Frostmaiden podcast on any podcasting platform. This episode will get released on the podcast and on YouTube a week from today. Share us with all your friends. Thank you for Discord followers, Patreon followers. Thank you to the Wizard of the Coast gang, Critical Role. And to all our listeners and our fans, keep on rolling. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Da-da-da-da-da-da.